Suspected al-Shabab fighters have ambushed an African Union forces convoy in southwestern Somalia, leaving at least 10 people dead. According to local reports in the BAKOOL region, a number of Ethiopian troops who were part of the AU mission were killed. Witnesses say that the remaining Ethiopian soldiers went into nearby villages and launched revenge attacks on civilians. Well, joining us now to discuss the situation in Somalia is Nicholas K. He is the UN Special Representative for Somalia. Mr. K, thank you very much for coming into Al Jazeera. It's good to have you with us. Operations against al-Shabab have, of course, driven the group out of Somalia's big cities and ports, but regions in the north, in the south, in the center of Somalia is still firmly under their control. Can we talk about a real success for the African Union mission there when al-Shabab is still capable of launching attacks against AMISOM, as we've seen recently?
Absolutely. I mean, the progress is good and it's in the right direction, but al-Shabab are still posing a threat, it's true, and they still have significant pockets of presence in the country. But we really need to give credit, I think, to what the Somali National Army itself and the African Union forces under AMISOM have achieved in the last year. A remarkable success.
Well, what do you see as being the real problem right now for AMISOM? Why is al-Shabab still posing a threat today?
I think when we look around the world, we can see that defeating a terrorist organization militarily is always very difficult. The military pressure is important, and it is a key part of the success that we're seeing in Somalia. But it really needs a comprehensive approach as well. And the comprehensive approach is the state-building effort that's going on in Somalia. Somalia now has strong institutions emerging, a parliament, a government, and importantly, interim regional administrations around the country as well.
You talked about the state-building effort there. Somalia has received over $50 billion in aid over the last 25 years, and yet it seems that, you know, there's still a lot of things lacking. The infrastructure is still not visible, whereas other models of aid achieve more tangible developments with less money, engaging with the local populations, for instance. Why has it not worked for Somalia? What's not working?
I think the last 24 years has really been a time of great humanitarian need during a conflict, a civil war, a dreadful civil war that's taken place, and fragmentation, failure of the state. Keeping people alive, keeping them fed has been the main effort, and a lot of that money has been spent on humanitarian efforts. Still, the humanitarian crisis is severe. The UN provides life-saving food support to at least 700,000 people every day in Somalia. There's more than 1 million in acute crisis. So that part is important, but now, with the success against al-Shabab and with the political progress that's being made, now is the time really when reconstruction and development can start to take place, that more visible development that you talk about.
Do you get a sense, Nicholas K., that international donors are getting perhaps tired of the Somalia burden and that they're focusing now on other countries, other areas, other groups like ISIL today?
It's absolutely a very competitive marketplace, if you like. There are so many crises happening, so many demands upon donors, particularly for humanitarian support. But in my travels, and I've been recently in New York and Washington, Addis, I don't find any reduction in interest in Somalia. People recognize that we are on the brink of really achieving a significant success in Somalia, helping a country recover from 24 years of conflict, put itself back together again. Many of the countries you mention on the international agenda are countries where the problems are of countries falling apart. Somalia has many challenges, but those are the challenges of a country coming together again.
Do you think they're ready for elections in 2016?
It's an ambitious timetable. It's a timetable the Somalis have set themselves, and we are doing everything we can to support them to achieve that timetable.
Thank you very much for speaking to us, Nicholas K. Nicholas K. is the UN Special Representative for Somalia here in Doha with us. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.